I have the opportunity to engage a number of other leaders in the organization on issues of diversity. I represent diversity and inclusion for all of Novartis Oncology, all functions on the Global Pharma Diversity Council. So EWIN kind of grows out of that.
This is our EWIN Lunch with Leaders series, and it really is a nice opportunity to meet face-to-face in a small group setting and interact with one of our senior leaders in the organization.
EWIN is women helping women in Novartis to maximize their full potential. I think people reach a point in their lives when their own development at least equals or takes a backseat to the successful development of others. I do mentor others. I put it actually in my performance objectives that I mentor 3 high potential female employees in the organization, and I've done more than that. I get totally inspired by some of my mentees and how smart and insightful they are, and it's really energizing. It keeps you young, I guess. The world of healthcare, things are changing at a very dynamic pace, and there's going to need to be new ways of finding solutions for patients. And as long as we have this environment where people can freely express ideas, way things ought to be done, challenging the way things have been done, saying this won't work anymore, really helps us. It also speaks a lot to the diversity we have in the organization. The more we can make our internal colleagues reflect the external environment, and the more diverse points of view we get from people with tremendously different backgrounds, it has to confer a competitive advantage. It's the simple notion that you don't need 10 people in a room who think exactly the same. You need 10 people in a room with very unique points of view that can reach a consensus on what the right thing to do is for the customer. There's something called the way we work at Novartis. It's called be open, coach and lead people, make things happen, take ownership of your role and your function within the team, and last but not least, be competitive. So I hope that the open space kind of allows each of those traits to really come out in people and for people to kind of leverage everything they do against those 5 key behaviors. This is a really nice campus. There's a number of amenities which really make this a nice, pleasant experience for the employee. We have restaurants that kind of meet a number of dining options. We're building a childcare center. There's a great health club that's coming together. We want to get the best people out there to come to Novartis and stay at Novartis, and these amenities really help us maintain our competitive advantage. It's really a privilege to talk about the backgrounds of a lot of my colleagues that have gone to the best medical schools, that have worked in the most prestigious cancer institutes in the world, and at the same time have worked in patient care. So that's a real sweet spot for me, to talk to people and work next to people that have actually treated patients and managed patients with cancer and other diseases. I think that the interesting thing, and I spoke to it a little bit before, is that everybody kind of goes through this journey where your own personal growth journey becomes less about yourself and more about developing as teams and as developing other individuals. And once you get past a certain age, it means more to you to successfully develop other people and to help them than in some ways it is to help yourself. And but the ironic thing about that is by helping other people, you probably help yourself.